Many thanks for inviting me. Really pleased to talk to you. And my background actually is that I'm a paediatric palliative care nurse and have nursed young ladies with Rett's over the years. And I'm very keen to reach out really to as many young people as we can, because the Willow is an organisation for young adults between the ages of 16 to 40. So it was great hearing Emma's presentation, because I think Willow is probably, there are some similarities, some crossover with Make-A-Wish and probably Dreams Come True, but we are for young adults. And my background for a long time has been in transition. And I don't know how many of you work with young adults who are moving from children's to adult services, but to my mind, it's still a little bit of a minefield out there and a big black hole. So I love working for Willow, because I think there are a lot of organisations and a lot of people who help children, but there's not so many for young adults. Oh, just hopefully it will come up. Here we go. Brilliant. So yeah, so I'm from Willow. My name is Bev. I'm one of the medical advisors. Okay, next slide, please. Always feels really rude to say this.
Sorry, 1 second.
That's all right.
Got the dreaded wheel of doom.
Here we go. Okay, so as I've previously said, we work with young adults between 16 to 40. We have to have received their application a day before their 41st birthday. So as long as we've had that application, we can apply, they can apply. I think we've lost the second slide, I think.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
My computer's been very slow. There we go. I'll get it on the right one for you.
Thank you. And basically, we work with any young adults who are diagnosed with a life-limiting, life-threatening condition. I've been with Willow about 3 years now, and when I first came, it was an organisation that predominantly worked with young adults with cancer. But because of my children's hospice background, I've been really keen that we reach out to groups like yourselves. Been trying to reach out to MPS Society, Duchenne, SMA. So we are all young adults with life-limiting, life-threatening conditions. As we've heard previously, you have to be resident in the UK and not previously received support from Willow. If the children have had a wish from Make-A-Wish or Dreams Come True, that's absolutely fine, but we do only give one wish to our young people. Next one, please. Thank you. So what do we do at Willow? Well, the background has been that for pre-COVID, we actually granted all the young adults a special day, which was a tailor-made experiences, as you heard from Make-A-Wish, very much focused on what the young adult wanted to do, what do they like doing, who did they want to go with, how did they want to make these memories. It is only UK based, but they can go on holiday in the UK if they want to. If they might just want to go out for the day and have a special meal, we literally will fund anything in the UK. But very much like Make-A-Wish, it is very much what does the young adult want? What do they enjoy doing? We had a young man recently who wasn't up to going out, but loved cars. So one of the day makers got in touch with some of the local car groups. And I think it was 120 cars came to his house that day. He was in his element. He loved it. He was able to go around and look at them and talk to people. He thought that was fantastic. So obviously the things you know about zoo and safari trips, spa days, city breaks, London, Harry Potter World is always very popular, holiday park breaks. And we've done a lot of photo shoots recently for young adults that are quite poorly and can't get out, but want to have a photo shoot at home. So pre-COVID, we just focused on days. Next slide, please. When the pandemic hit, we realised that actually all these young adults couldn't get out, as none of us could we? So we started a new service, which is called our Special Treats service, which is a personalised gift box that we deliver directly to your door. And although we say we have about 5 different types of boxes, we can actually bespoke that box for the young adult, because what we've recognised recently that some of the young adults that we work with, actually some of the things in are not applicable, and we've been asked quite a lot about multisensory equipment and musical equipment, arts and crafts. So we are now actually tailor making the boxes for the young adults. And as I say, they are sent for the young adult. They can keep it to themselves or they can share it with the family. So they can have a special day or they can have a special treat. Next one, please. So how do you apply? The application has to come from a medical professional, but that can be absolutely any medical professional, doctors, nurses, OTs, physios. It can be a key worker, a care worker. As long as those people can access the medical notes, it really doesn't matter. It used to be doctors and nurses. And again, I thought that was so narrow, and I think it stopped a lot of our applications. Once we've received the application, myself and Elaine, who are both nurses, we just take a quick look at that application, check that obviously they fit our criteria, that they haven't had a wish with Willow before. We then put it through to a team of day makers who I think are incredible. And the day makers then work directly with the young adult or their family to tailor make that day for them, to work out where they want to go, when they want to go. And they've got a year to take their day. We will extend that if they've been really poorly or they're having treatment and they can't take it within the year. So it's not a rigid service. The special treats obviously are really quick. Once we've got the application, we turn it around within 48 hours and the treat boxes are normally there within 5 days. And just while we're talking about treat boxes, yesterday we launched a new service. So I don't know whether any of you run groups for young adults with Rett's, but we are actually providing groups with treat boxes, and this won't stop them having a special day as well. So we've actually gone out to all the children's hospices, all the adult hospices, palliative care providers to say, would you like a provision of these boxes for your group that you can keep and that you can give out? Sometimes coming to a group can be quite daunting. So we thought it might soften the blow. In transition sometimes is really hard when you move through from children's to adult services. So it can be a gift from children's to say goodbye, or it can be a gift from adult services to say, hi, you know, we're not perhaps as scary as you think. So I can certainly email the application form and all the details of that to Beth, so that can be distributed to those of you that might run groups. Okay, next one, please. So this is our website. I'm sure Beth will distribute this later. The email is there for us. That is obviously the generic phone number for Willow. But if you mark your email for the attention of Bev and just say that I presented today, I would love it. Since I've been with Willow, I think I've only ever seen 1 or 2 applications that have come from young people with Rett's. I would love to see an increase. I really would. We've got funding for rare diseases, and I just don't think we tap into that enough. So it would be great if following this, we had a lot more applications. So I won't talk anymore. I'm sure everybody's keen to go and have their lunch, but thank you for asking me.
Thank you so much, Beverly. I think that was really, really helpful. And I hope that between us and Rett UK, we can get you some more referrals. I definitely think that these experiences for adults with disabilities are just not as well known about. We actually, it was suggested to us to invite you by a parent with an adult with Rett syndrome who's had a Willow special day experience, which is how we got in touch. But I think a lot of people know about the children's services, but much less, as you said, about the services for adults. So I think that's really useful. My daughter is 15, so I will bear you in mind for.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Get it in just as she's coming up to 16. And if Julie from Rett UK, I mean, if we could put an article in any of your newsletters or anything, that would be fantastic to spread the word, or anybody who's on the call that would like us to write anything or talk to anybody. I am really, really keen that we reach out to these young adults that haven't got cancer, because there's an awful lot out there for young adults with cancer, but there's not so much out there for young adults with non-cancer conditions. So please contact me, spread the word for us.
We absolutely will. Thank you, Beverly. I will definitely be in touch. We can put something in our quarterly newsletter